what's the best that could happen? Such a subtle way of reframing things, but instead of worrying about what's the worst thing that could happen if I do this thing, what's the worst thing that could happen if I make this decision, what's the worst thing that could happen if I commit to doing something, how about thinking what is the best that could happen? Instead of scaremongering and fear creating and looking at the potential downsides to every single situation that you're presented or every single opportunity that you're presented, what would it mean? What difference would it make if you were to actively seek out what is the best that could happen from a situation? Like, say, joining a new fitness group or something like that, right? Yes, there are common worries and fears of what's the worst that could happen in terms of people laugh at you is one common worry, or I can't keep up is another worry, or I won't be able to afford it, or I'm not going to have any time, and the list goes on and on and on, and there are so many potential downsides that have varying levels of possibility of actually happening, but no one ever really thinks about what is the upside, what's the potential upside, what is the best that could happen. So you join this fitness group or do this gym workout or whatever it is, right? And what is the best that could happen? The best that could happen could be you feel amazing afterwards. It could be you meet someone or a group of people. It could be you fire up your motivation. It could be those jeans start to feel less tight or whatever, right? There are a whole host of benefits and positives that could be had from any situation, but you're not going to see them if you're focusing always on what the potential negatives are. So it's a slight reframe, it's a different attitude to take, and instead of looking at and looking out for all the ways it could go wrong, how about all the ways it could go right? All the ways it could turn out even better for you. Like, if you took that attitude, like, you would do so much more. You would get so much more done, rather than holding yourself back, rather than procrastinating, rather than self-sabotaging by looking out for what is the worst that could happen. So think, the next time you're presented with an opportunity to improve your own health and fitness, look at the upside, look at the potential upside, and get clarification, get confirmation, feel assured that there is a lot of upside to the solution that you're being presented with. If there is massive upside, if there is potential massive upside, then surely it's worth a punt. Surely it's worth a leap of faith, because if you've been trying X, Y, and Z over the years and it hasn't worked, and you're then presented with an opportunity whereby you can potentially gain lots of upside, then isn't it worth trying rather than continuing to do the same things over and over? Something to think about, something to ponder.